Yo. Should be up and running. Just post a link to Discord. Yo. Make sure the volume's all good. Seems all good. Let me transition. Yo, how you doing, man? How you doing, Sanjay? NFP comes out in 4 minutes. Four minutes till NFP, so there's going to be hopefully some fireworks. Yeah, it is. If we take a look at Euro quickly, these equal highs have been now ran. Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. Yeah, so as I was saying yesterday, potentially if you look on the daily, we did have these equal highs here. So equal highs. Potentially price wanted to run back and take that out. So now I'd like to see price fall to the downside. That's what I'd like to see. But yeah, with NFP you can't, it's literally 50-50 really with NFP. So that's why it's the best not to trade it. Yo, how you doing, man? Ahmed, you good? I hope you're well. Hope you're having a good trading week. Friday, so just sit back, watch NFP, watch people's money get thrown down the drain. Well, yo, how you doing, Elite One? How you doing, man? So yeah, 2 minutes till NFP comes out. It is. I do favour the downside. Take a look at dollar. Dollar's just taking out the sell side here. But yeah, anything happens. Anything can happen. Keep that there. Anything can happen. There's a 4-hour Sibi here, but price didn't respect that much. Let me draw this on. Yeah, we'll see. We shall see. So equal highs here. Let's have a look on 1 minute time frame. Just been going sideways, consolidating just pre the news. High, low, high, low. Bearish breaker comes back into it. Order block, fair value gap here. Runs lower, takes out sell side. Between the London session. So 30 seconds. There's a lot of liquidity up here as well. Delete this. So liquidity up here. And then I'll also these equal lows down here. So that's what I'd say. Let's see what happens. to the downside. Let it just chill for a sec. This is where the gamblers come in. Equal lows down here that I mentioned yesterday. Let's just see. Let it just chill for 5-10 minutes. What was your guys' prediction? Was you thinking it's going to go long or short? Take a look at dollar. Dollar just hit that sell side there, and then now skyrocketing up. Equal highs here, buy side. Potentially that's what it wants to reach to. Let's take a look at the higher time frame. Still trading inside this inversion fair value gap here, which is nice. It's now just tapped the bottom of this BISI here, so just got to keep that in mind. These two candles here, order block. Yeah, I guess that's just like people. I guess people think you can make a lot of money from doing that, but you could also lose a lot of money if you're on the wrong side of the market and you're long, and your stops are there. Price might not even take you out there. It would take you out somewhere around there. So, because the spread is so much higher, you'd actually lose even more money than you think you'd lose because the spread gets widened. Yeah, let's just let it settle down for a second. Let's take a look at the 1 minute. I mean, look at that 1 minute candle, look how insane that is. So this here is imbalanced now, this area. So price may want to just come back up to retest this here to balance back out the market. Remove this. So yeah, I like these equal lows down here. These are literally equal lows. Price wanted to run back up. There was equal highs here. People moved their stops. Prices ran now to take out these stops here. So people who sold this don't really want to get back into the market here. And people who've longed it from here are potentially going to get taken out here now. Yeah, definitely. I'd say the best thing to do is sit on the sidelines. There's literally no reason why you want to trade this. It's just gambling at this point. Because even if you're correct with going short, it literally could have spiked up, took out buy side, and then reversed down. Like, it could have took you out and then reversed all the way down. Like, it is crazy. Just draw these 2 weekly opening gaps across. What is Nasdaq doing? Nasdaq's shorter. SP's shorter. Yeah, I would say just let it settle for 5-10 minutes. Is the main thing. Let's see if it wants to head down to the sell side here. But yeah, a lot of people are trying to catch this or trying to either catch the bottom here, so they're trying to buy it back up, thinking it's going to buy back up, or they're going to keep trying to sell it. So people may think this is support here. So all this liquidity down here, they might think that's support. So I think price would want to run through that. Punish anyone who's got into the market now. Maybe, yeah, maybe. We'll see, we'll see. We'll look on the higher time frame, see where it wants to draw to. There's that sell side down here. Look on the 4 hour. There's a little bit of that BISI here. So I may want to run back into that. I'll get the consequent encouragement of this wick as well. So let me just remove that. So the midpoint of that wick, that could be a draw on liquidity as well. But yeah, good thing to do is just try and think of where the daily wants to go, or like where do you think the daily's going to end, or where do you think the weekly's going to end. Consequent encouragement of this wick here. That long wick. Take a look at that. Don't want to see that get respected. If it closes below it, then we head for that sell side down here. But yeah, this is all imbalanced here, this area. So I would get the midpoint of that and see if price wants to get anywhere near that. If it doesn't, then it's just more bearish, and it'd be institutional for entry drill to run one lower. Yeah, best thing to do is just wait 5-10 minutes, just to let the market settle down from this news. So yeah, like I was saying, with euro, sorry, it left these equal lows down here on the hour. So there's a low here, and there's a low, so they're equal lows. Price pulls back up, takes out these relatively equal highs. So it takes sellers out of the market. So people who sold this don't really want to get back in, and price now is falling lower. Dollar ran at this low here. It's left relatively equal highs, so that could be a drawn liquidity as well. Take a look at the one. Sibi here, That's left open, could be a breakaway gap here. But there's this massive imbalance here. I just wouldn't want to touch any of that. That's why it's just best to just sit out and watch. Here, equal highs on the lower time frame. Price runs it before dropping lower, so it runs that buy side before dropping lower. The seal bullet, I was going quite slow. We've only done about 6 episodes or something. But yeah, hopefully I get like a full week where I can actually just keep streaming. So I can just continue with it. Because some days there's like either news or something like that, or there won't be a setup, or I'll just be focusing on my trading as well. So I definitely need just to find like a solid week where I can just go every single day for it. But yeah, no, we've called a few trades. We took one, it went to like 1.5% before we took out a break even. So that's our only trade at the minute. We took one trade, yeah. We took one trade, it went to 1.5, and then I saw the propulsion block get closed above the mean threshold, so we just took out literally break even. And it was lucky because it did reverse, so otherwise we would have been 1% down. And there was another time where I started the stream a little bit too late and we missed a nice silver bullet setup, so those things don't help either. But look at the way price is respecting the consequent encouragement. So this 5-minute wick here, you won't use this wick is longer, so you get the midpoint. And look how price is respecting this now. Yeah, hopefully February is a lot better with price action. Because if you actually look, since 3rd of Jan, we've had one nice down closed candle day, and the others have literally been going sideways. So it's definitely choppy. If you look at GU, I mean, that is crazy. Whoever trades GU, I'll be surprised if they're highly profitable. If they are, then there must be a really good trader. But that would, yeah, that would make people lose a lot of money trying to trade that. Yeah, literally. I think it was January is always just a slow month anyway. I think that's why ICT starts trading in February. I mean, last year January was actually alright, but this year it's definitely been a slow one. Let's hopefully February picks up a bit. But yeah, 5-minute wick of this candle. Respected it at the minute, pulls back up now into this inefficiency here, this massive candle. How many pips is actually that? So 64 pips. That is crazy. So literally, in this 1-minute candle, there is no buying being made, there's only selling. So now the market is imbalanced because there's no buyers offered. So now the market may want to come back up to offer buy side. and then see if it wants to go lower or keep going higher. I've been enjoying the streams this week though, it's been good. Even though there's obviously FOMC, CPI, FOMC and NFP, sorry. There is no actual trading, But just tape reading and just talking to you guys, I've enjoyed it. It's been good. I mean, Wednesday there was a nice silver bullet, but because of FOMC, you don't trade. You're not supposed to trade the AM session. Yeah, I mean, definitely FOMC is as two-stage delivery. NFP, I haven't seen as much, but like FOMC, you can see with the manipulation and then the real move. Sometimes NFP just does the fast move, but yeah, we'll see. It could. You went long. Where did you go long, bro? On the consequent encouragement. Hopefully it plays out for you, bro. Take a look at dollar. Dollar's come back to the weekly opening gap here. Hasn't tapped into it yet though. Just took out that bar side here. Yeah, best of luck, bro. Hopefully it works out for you. Hopefully just if you did demo. Or a small lot size anyway. Should take profit here. Or half of that. CB, you mean? Dollar just left short of that high of the weekly opening gap. It's running now. Potentially wants to run these buy side down. But yeah, definitely a short week for us traders or ICT traders. How long have you guys been learning ICT for? Unlucky, bro. Yeah, definitely a risky one, I'd say. Nice. Yeah, I think I'm with ICT for like 2 years now, something like that. I mean, there's so many examples where it's just the stuff he does teach is how the market does book. Like, it's crazy if you get the exact points of it. Yeah, nice. That's literally what trading is. As long as you follow your rules and you've got something that, say you take 10 trades, and if it works 4 times out of 10 and you've got your risk management sorted, that is literally perfect for you. Like, even if you take win 3 trades out of 10, you can still be profitable. Like, it's all about risk management. You can have the best setup and have a 99% win rate, but if you risk like all your account, that one trade that you lose, you just lose all your money. So it's all about risk. Yeah, literally, bro. He's unbelievable, man. Yeah, very grateful for him to teach us all of this for free. Little fair value up here. See if he wants to run down. Take a look at dollar. Bar side here, been taken. And bar side here. So potentially wants to pull back a little bit more, or is going to accelerate to take out these. Yeah, that's literally what you got to do, bro. Just be like a robot. Yeah, that's literally it. If you overcome that, then just trade without your emotions. You'll be perfect. There is, haven't actually marked on yet. Yeah. The new day opening gap. So the close is there, the open is here. Draw that across. This is today's daily opening gap. So you can see just pre-NFP how it keeps returning back to it. Multiple times, just consolidating. So if you're on like the really, really small time frames, 1 second time frame, 15 seconds, this could be just added as a drawn liquidity. Oh, 100%, yeah. 100%. Best thing to do as well is just, if you can, record, like, say you see like the drawn liquidity, just record it, explain exactly where you think price is going to go, where, and like why, and potential entry setup as well, and just record it. Sort of what I do and put it on YouTube. You don't have to put it on YouTube, but the stuff I put on YouTube, that's what you should do as well. That would help you out. So the stuff that I text, I'm texting and stuff, that's literally just me talking to myself about what I'm thinking and what I want to see. Still inside this fair value gap here. There's this fair value gap here and that fair value gap as well. Look at this contour encouragement, act as a support, broke below, can now act as resistance here as well. Yeah, if you want to get started with ICT, I'd say start with 2022 mentorship and then go to the 2023. But yeah, the 2022 mentorship is what he explains, just one setup, just one model. But yeah, but if you're doing SMC and you're saying you're profitable with that, just stick that, bro. Like, you don't need to just learn ICT then. If you've got a model already and you said you're profitable, you just have to just keep at that. Don't change anything and just try and work on your emotions. And then, like, the worst thing to do is with ICT, there's so many strategies or models that people learn one thing, it doesn't work one day, and then they move on to the next one, and then they're just stuck in a constant loop, like doing that. But just stick with one thing, and just literally just go tunnel vision on that. Journal it every single day. Do it for like 6 months. You'd learn everything about that model. You'd know what time of day it moves, like what day of the week, like what the perfect setup is and stuff. So that's what you should do. But yeah, sell side's just been taken here. Look at the fact that we bounced off this consequent encouragement. It bounced off, broke below, acted as resistance here inside this civvy here, to then fall lower. Literally, bro. Dollar's headed for this buy side here. Literally, bro. Just knowing where the market wants to run to is the key thing. Getting in an entry is easy. Like, you can just get in on a order block or fair value gap. As long as you know where the drawn liquidity is, then you'll be fine. And obviously you have to just know where to put your stop loss and like risk management properly. Yeah, I'll go through this one more time quickly. So price on the high time frame is short for me. It left these equal lows, which is nice. People are going to think this is support. So this equal low here, people are going to think this is support. It's been buying back up since yesterday. People who short from this pre-NFP have now just been taken out. So equal highs now been taken out, and NFP wants to run. So people have bought this from here. They've got their stops. They've got their stops here, and then also their stops here. So if price wants to continue lower, then the next drawn liquidity will be down here. With dollar, yeah, obviously it's been ranging still, but we bought that up. We left relatively equal highs. Been shorting since yesterday, so this potentially could be manipulation. Takes out sell side, so people who bought this have now been taken out. Now price wants to run to take out people who've sold on the higher time frame there. Thanks for stopping by, Ahmed. I hope you have a nice weekend. But yeah, enjoyed. Let me know if you've joined the Discord group. If not, I'll send a link quickly. And then yeah, feel free to join it. I'll text when I'm going live and stuff like that, and send like charts in and stuff like that. You can talk to other people, ask me some questions and stuff like that. Chill out. We've got quite a good group in there now. quite a few of us. So yeah, feel free to join that. So there's sell side here and that little inefficiency here. Look on the 4 hour, that little inefficiency there, that's their price point, so maybe go to. Take care, bro. So that little inefficiency here, just below that sell side, where it's tapped into. So we actually draw this on. See how the price expects this or not. Dollar still heading for that buy side here, for these highs, and then also that high there. So a good thing to think of is just where people have gone short. So people have made a lot of money going short from here. Where would they put their stops? So the market is going to punish them to take them out. So their stops will be above there, potentially above there as well. But it'll be above this high, and if it is bullish, then it'll just quickly run and take that high anyway. Same thing with euro. People have gone long from this move. Where are they going to put their stops? There, there, and there. So that's what the market wants to target. So the dollar has, let's see if it's taken out that high. About to take out that high, and then it probably would accelerate and take up the upper high. I did actually say yesterday in the stream, I don't know whether there's anyone in the stream from yesterday, but I did say the market potentially would be waiting for NFP to then run this buy side. So yeah, that's what I did say yesterday. And also said as well for euro, there was these equal highs here. So equal highs, and that's just a teeny bit from that, but you want to see like a bigger break like that. So that's enticing people thinking that that is resistance. And then so once it breaks above, so they think it's break above and support. So it takes them out of the market and then drops lower. So all of that was manipulation potentially to take them out of the market and then run lower for the real move. If that makes sense. Teeny bit of a sibby here. price just pulled back up to fill it. There is this one as well. Let's see if it wants to continue lower to the downside to take out those equal lows. Did I hit that? There. If you look at that, it makes a high, then a low, then a higher high, then a lower low, then it comes back in. It doesn't actually touch it though. Just misses this breaker here. There would have been a breaker, fair value gap, and the consequent encouragement resistance. So those things you want to be looking for to like piece together, so like all puts in together. So like consequent encouragement of this wick of the on the 5 minute time frame, bearish breaker, and a fair value gap. So those things like line up. Those sort of things you want to be seeing in the market. Or like an order block on a fair value gap and stuff like that. A little sibby here, so price may want to come back up to this. I would just measure the midpoint to see if price wants to go above that or not. If it doesn't, then it's more bearish, but if it does, then potentially wants to head up higher. I'm going to remove that blue box just to make it a bit neater. Dollar has taken buy side. I would say the next draw, where it wants to keep going higher, I think the higher time frame, I would say. This here, consequent encouragement of that, wants to keep going higher, then the consequent encouragement of this wick, within the next, and then these equal highs here. But I don't think it would run this equal highs for now. So the next target would be that. Bearish order block here as well, these 3 candles. So price may want to just reach up to that, where is it? You have to be careful though, because dollar has run this buy side. So dollars are on the buy side here, so it potentially wants to pull back, maybe into this order block or tap back into the weekly opening gap. So you definitely have to be careful So it may not even want to run this sell side. So that's why it's definitely key. Once price ran this sell side, has it run that sell side yet? Oh, it's left relatively close, which is nice. People think that's support, so buying this back up potentially wants to run them out. But definitely take partials there. Especially when dollar has taken out that buy side here. So that could be the move done, and now it could just consolidate or just go sideways for the rest of the day potentially. So yeah, once it's taken out a major like liquidity, it could be just go consolidation. So yeah, that's a key thing as well. If during Asia or London, mostly London, if it takes your like drawn liquidity for the day during London and you trade New York, then expect choppiness or price to just go sideways, and it's just going to be a little bit harder to trade if it's already taken your target. So it's just a shame if that happens. I think it happened last week. Price during London session took out my target, and I was trying to get in New York, and it was just really choppy, and that is why. So it's at the midpoint now of that fair value gap. Has it tapped into the order block? Yeah, it has. If it wants to keep running lower, then I don't want to see it spend much time around this area. I want to see it leave it. Especially once it's tapped into this bearish order block. So these are the things you want to be looking at and taking notes of. Like, if it taps into the bearish order block in the next 1 to 3 minutes, you want to see it leave and just with speed. If not, then it could be just chopping around and start going back up. So I think those are the things you want to be looking at when you're in the trade. So yeah, like I said, we could expect just choppiness now or pullback due to dollar running that buy side. Let's take a look at NASDAQ. There's inefficiency here. Let's see. Low to high. This is that's a PD array here. That's a discount PD array. Potentially price wants to run back to that, or bullish order block, or sell side down here. Potentially wants to run. So that little fair value gap here, that could be a drawn liquidity and sell side as well. If it wants to, from the low to the high, run back into a discount. But yeah, I hope you guys had a good week. Let me know if you're enjoying the streams like this. Sometimes they can get boring if the price is going sideways and stuff. But that's what trading is, really. It shouldn't be too exciting. Sometimes it can definitely be draining watching market go sideways. So the best thing to do when you know the market could potentially be choppy after it's just ran to the target is just close charts of the day. But yeah, knowing when the market is going to go sideways and knowing when it's going to be a low resistance liquidity trade is 100% key. And you can know that by looking at the news calendar. So yesterday, day before CPI, potentially going sideways, or this morning sideways before NFP, sorry, not CPI, NFP. And FOMC as well, before that, they expect choppiness. And then on red folder news, just before that, then you can see potential manipulation and then getting on a fair value gap to run to either liquidity, and that would be a nice low resistance liquidity trade. That's the things you want to be getting into. Where you're in and out in like 10-20 minutes, you know the result straight away. If you enter and you're pretty much straight in profit, you know you're basically on the right side of the market. If it's chopping around your entry, you sort of know whether you've entered too early or you're just on the wrong side of the market. That's another thing. If price closes past 3 PDRAs, and then your stop is next, that is another thing to know that you're probably going to get stopped out and you're in the wrong side of the market. So knowing those sort of things is 100% key. And it'll save you a lot of, mental capital, because spending your mental capital will either in the future, you'll start thinking, is this for me? Can I actually trade? Is this working? And that's like proper valuable. 2, it'll just ruin your account. You'll just have stupid losses. And 3, the market, when it is a low resistant liquidity trade, is where you can get your most risk to reward. So yeah, those are the things. Just when to get into the market is key. But yeah, this acting as an inversion fair value now. So it was resistance here, and now support. It falls away from that, potentially wants to head up to this buy side, buy side, buy side. Framework. Is that from does ICT say that? Maybe if you say in a sentence, the framework. Maybe it's like, if it's things that you want to see, so you want to see like If you're bullish on this, you'd want to see this SIBI here act as an inversion fair value gap, so act as support, so start trading up higher. Then you want to see this act as an inversion fair value gap to run higher, sort of things like that. Let me see if it actually says framework. One sec, bro. So yeah, like, I think framework just what you want to see basically, or what. So the framework is like what you want to see or what you can expect to happen in the market. So like the foundation of it. So with the silver bullet, you can target session lows, session highs, previous day lows, previous day's highs. You can target an inefficiency, stuff like that. I think that's what he's saying. So that's the framework of it. If that makes sense, bro, let me know. But yeah, hopefully I might be live on Monday, because Monday's mostly not really a trend day. You want to just see how the market plays out, where it's going. So yeah, if Monday is less busy, then I can trade. Definitely live stream. I'll live stream similar time. But yeah, in the Discord, I will let you guys know. Yeah, defo. No, yeah. So the silver bullet, if the range is less than 15 pips, meaning if the drawn liquidity is less than 15 pips, then it's just a low probability setup, and you should leave it. And that doesn't mean that your target has to be 15 pips. It means that the drawn liquidity has to be more than 15 pips or more. And I'm pretty sure it's like 10 handles or something like that if you're trading futures. So say something like this. Say this was a silver bullet. There, that's 24 pips from that liquidity here. So that'd be fine to get in for a silver bullet. But if it was, say from here to here, that's 11 pips. You wouldn't want to get in that, even if it is fair value gap, just the probability of that running there is lower. So doesn't mean that your target could be there. Your target could be like, say you got in there, could be that bit there, lowest fruit from the tree. If that makes sense, let me know, bro. No, not today, bro. NFP you don't trade. I mean, I guess if you're ICT or if you want to risk your account, you can trade after. But there's no point, especially when it's already ran or dollars already ran the buy side. You could just expect choppiness now. No, not even 10 to 11, because if you look on the dollar, equal highs here. It's already ran this, so look on the higher time frame. The next drawn liquidity potentially could be this wick here, but that's it really. I don't expect price to be really running up this high. today, so I don't expect that. I don't really see it running that high. So it could just pull back lower and maybe choppiness around. But yeah, that's it. That's what I see. Euro has still left these equal lows, which potentially wants to run to the sell side. But again, dollar's already taken that buy side, so you just got to be really careful. No, I don't trade. Silver bullet is only with that funded account or that challenge. Yeah, I trade something else. It's similar to silver bullet, but it's the breaker fair value gap. That's what I trade. Yeah, breaker. I'm pretty sure I've got quite a lot of examples on my channel of the breaker fair value gap run on liquidity. It's similar to 2022, yeah, but it's not exactly 2022. I have to make sure the breaker is lined up with the fair value gap. There was a really nice one. Oh, sorry. Where is it? It's here. It's on a higher time frame. But so there's a high here, pulls lower. This is equal highs here. So people have been selling this, and on the higher time frame still, I'm bearish on euro. So people have been selling this here. Price runs out, takes them out. So now people who've sold this don't really want to get back into the market. So it makes a low here, high, low, high, high. And as soon as the market takes this low here, there, with this candle, then these three candles here become a breaker. So we draw that across. Draw that across, this is a breaker here. You can target that sell side. And then if we go back into, this was last Thursday, let's go back here. So last Thursday, it drops lower. This is liquidity over here, so it's going sideways. This was news at 8:15, so it runs buy side. So people have tried to short this a bit too early before news has been taken out. And then, let's even go on the one. Then high, low, high, high, low, low. Potentially short from there. Don't know if that actually works. That does there. There's news at 8:30. So made a high, low, high, high, low, low, breaker. There's a little bit of fair value up here, so you'd have to put your stops there. It runs to take out this sell side here, and then let the news settle for a second. Then don't forget this is still the 15-minute breaker, so we're trading inside the breaker. There, breaks lower. And that is a nice entry here because it's just a fair value gap at the low of the breaker, and at the exact time, if you look down here, is 8:50. So this is a macro at 8:50. So that's a really nice entry there. Target here. People with the news have bought this, and again on the higher time frame, you're still bearish inside this 15-minute breaker. People have bought this thinking there's support. Now the market's going to punish them, and then where's it going to run to? it's going to run to the liquidity, which people down here have shorted. I've longed, sorry. And yeah, that's sort of things I'll be looking for. So I like to mix like the high time frames with the lower time frames. If that makes sense. So even if like on the 4 hour, don't know if there's an example, but or like the daily, I'll draw the cross, draw across that. So this is CB. Let's have a look, see if there is on the even the 5 minute. So people have sold this here. They got the stops here. So high, low, high, high, low, low. Let's see if it wants to come back into this breaker here. There's a fair value gap. It may not even come back into that, which is a bit unfortunate. No, maybe not. But yeah, something like that. So it taps into the higher time frame CB. Then it, on the 5 minute, and it runs this buy side here, and then it runs a high there, so people have just shorted, now got taken out, so they don't want to get back into the market, and then it drops lower, and then you get into the breaker and the fair value gap. So that's sort of what I look for. Or if it runs into like an order block or something like that, then I'll just be patient, see the run on stops, and then get in. So that's what I like. Time of day. If it's tapped into like a high time frame, like order block, BISI, something like that, and yeah, that's mostly it. And then sometimes also I get stopped out. If I get stopped out, then 1, I was either too early, 2, I had my stops in the wrong place, or 3, I was just wrong. So you have to just understand that. And then yeah, just move on. But as long as you just keep doing the exact same thing what you're doing and you know it works, you'll be fine. Sort of the thing is, if you want to see, you can sort of see like here, people potentially sold this, takes that sell side, then it runs, takes them out of the market. So now people have sold this. So say like you're selling it, you get stopped out, you don't really want to get back into the market, do you? So same thing even on this side. You can say this is like a 1 minute time frame, but people have sold this here, they've been taken out, so they don't want to sell again. It runs them and then it runs. So that's what the market usually does. Like if you get stopped, when I used to trade before, I'd get stopped out and then it would run to my target. I'm like, I got stopped out, but at least I was still right. But that's what the market does. I'm from the UK. Remove that now. Yeah, UK, bro. Whereabouts are you from? So yeah, so you can also see where I said that dollar's around the buy side. it wasn't choppy here, but now look at the choppiness. So you can sort of expect choppiness once price is taken out of major like liquidity. Or you get stopped out and then price runs to the target. So do you feel like when you get stopped out, you don't want to get back into the market, because that's what the market does? Takes people out, so they're scared to get back in, and then it makes the real run. So that's what you want to be seeing. Oh, nice, bro. I may stream, keep going for like 5-10 minutes, because nothing's really happening now. But I'd say I do still see these equal lows here. People think this is support. I see that getting run out. That'd be the only thing that I would like to see. On high time frame, I'm still bearish. So, oh, nice, bro. Masters in what? That's wicked. I think next week as well, ICT starts the Robins Cup as well, which is going to be interesting to watch. Nice, bro. That's sick. Good luck with it, man. That'd be wicked if you get the Masters in that. There's definitely a lot of companies that, like, if you're good at the algorithmic trading, so like using Python and stuff like that, you can get into those companies. But they're like, they want you to create an algorithm that you think based on like a strategy, and let the algorithm play out, sort of thing. I think that's what they do. So you code like an algorithm, so that does the trading for you in the like Goldman Sachs and stuff like that. And they pay decent money there as well. But yeah, if you ever watch a like live in the trading floor, as soon as 9:30 opens, all the algorithms kick in, buying, selling. So that's what happens in the actual market as well. So if you have a look at Nasdaq, as soon as it hits 9:30, where is it here? There's like millions of contracts getting bought and sold at the same time. So it's literally like buying and selling. Runs lower, take that sell side, running, potentially runs to this buy side now. 100%. I mean, learn ICT is it's probably one of the hardest things ever, really. But in the long run, it's definitely going to be worth it. He's been doing it for like 30 plus years. It's crazy. If I've been doing ICT for 2 years, and I know quite a lot of stuff, and now imagine in 10 years time how much I know, or 30 years, like the amount of experience. That's why it's just so good to just keep at it, even if you're not getting a grasp on it now. If you just keep going and you're 5 years in, the amount of experience you know, I'm sure you'll be able to be profitable by then. Right, see if the price wants to run, sell side here. There is sell side there as well. People have bought this up. Yeah, bro. I'll say the worst thing to do though is um, if you leave your job to try and just make a living for trading, is putting pressure on just making the money. That's the worst thing to do. Because if you put stress on making money, then you'd force trades, and then you won't be looking at the market properly, and then your psychology won't be on point. Fair leg up here. Should remove this. I'm 22. 22. Nice, bro. There is also another thing. It's called TGIF, so ICT. Thank God it's Friday. If you look at the weekly, either on you could do on any pair, I guess. But if you do weekly, and you draw from the high to the low, and then you get the 0.3 and 0.2, and then you think, whereas they've got the low on there. It needs to make a low. If it made a low here, so it takes the sell side, and it makes the low, then it could pull back up into this area here. So then that could be a drawn liquidity there. That's on his YouTube as well. So it's like every single Friday, a setup appears that you can get in the fair value gap, and then that would be the drawn liquidity. So yeah, that's another thing to do. But I don't do that one. I usually just, if I've already traded for the week, I'll usually just take read on Fridays. There's no stress, no point of trying to take one more trade and then having a bad weekend. But sometimes I do trade, depends on the setup and stuff like that. But yeah, probably going to end the stream soon, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. We've been going for an hour and 20. NFP was nice. I'm happy that I did call yesterday that price potentially wants to run up this buy side here. And I mean, I guess it is 50-50, but on the higher time frame, I was still bullish on dollar. But yeah, we'll see about next week where it wants to go. Sell side down here could be the potential next drawn liquidity. So for the future, that could potentially be next week or the week after. I haven't checked the news for next week. But yeah, usually CPI is like the not the next week, but the week after. Let me check quickly. Yeah, there's not too much news out next week. Monday there is PMI, which would be good. So Monday could be a trading day. Then that's it really. So it could be just another slow week. There's Thursday unemployment claims, but that doesn't really do too much. But yeah, just try and base your week around the news, and then wait for the manipulation for the news to come out, and then the real move to come. Or you can just use the news to run for liquidity, as long as it's not CPR or NFP, because that is manipulated. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy the stream, and feel free to follow the Discord as well. Let me see if I send it in one more time. Discord is in the group. I sometimes send analysis in. I'm still bullish on dollar, so I've sent that analysis a couple weeks ago, so it hasn't changed. But other people send their silver bullet trades and stuff like that, and you can talk to other traders, so it's quite cool to just chill out and in a group of like-minded people and stuff like that, which is cool. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great weekend. Cheers for tuning in and chilling out, and yeah, I'll speak to you guys soon. Yeah. And yeah, shout out to ICT. You can learn all of this stuff on YouTube. Just you have to put in a lot of work for it. And if you just put in all the work, make sure you take notes, and you should be fine. But yeah, have a great weekend, guys. Take care.